to the Unboxers, and if this is your first time to our channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. And we have for you today 2 new McFarlane figures. Woo! Yes. I got it out. And they are... Hey, wait a minute. We've done Batman before.
Yes.
And we've done Joker before.
We have.
But these are...
These are the Batman and Joker from Batman the White Knight.
Awesome.
So these are 2 new figures from McFarlane. So yeah, these come from a short series in DC Comics called Batman Curse of the White Knight. And so these are slightly different versions of the characters that a lot of people are used to.
Yeah, of course. Looks like Joker's gone good in Batman.
Yes.
Well, we can't tell from Batman's thing, but apparently he's...
Yeah, apparently from what I've been reading, because I haven't actually read the this comic series, the writer kind of flips the roles of Batman and Joker. Batman ends up being vilified, and Joker's becomes sane and trying to help people.
That's certainly a twist. We want to say a great big thank you to McFarlane Toys for sending these to us for free to share with you today, and to add to our awesome collection. These figures are really cool. They have 22 moving parts, as usual, as the regular, boop, boop, as you can see there. And so this Batman looks like he comes with, well, I don't know what that little thing is. Maybe we'll see.
Looks like it's a bat grapple. So you have this end, and then you've got the part that would hook on, and I guess you can put it around his hand. And that kind of looks like it's I don't know, like he's like this, but all wound up.
You can't tell. Yep, there you go. Awesome, and it looks like he's got some definition there, some abs, and some, going there, and he's got a very different bat symbol on his chest.
Yeah.
Very cool. It almost looks like a record stretched out.
The costume's definitely got some changes to it. It's kind of interesting. It's almost, he's got doesn't normally have a collar. And of course the boots are much taller than, go
so
up.
He's got a Joker-esque to him with the collar and everything. So here's the awesome artwork on the back, as well as some other awesome McFarlane Toys action figures that have come out.
Yes, and actually all of those we have done reviews, so check those videos out.
Just in case you were interested. And let's check out this Joker. I'm really intrigued because, looking at him spot on, I would think he's in a prison uniform, but it's actually, like
Gotham City, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? First off, I thought those were bars until I looked a little closer. And so I thought, he's got a UPC symbol on it. Yeah. They're scanning him in. But he comes with an extra face, too. Look at that. He still doesn't look so good. But anyway, there you go. I mean, so nice. I wouldn't trust a guy like that.
Yeah.
But there's his Jokery face, which looks awesome. Looks like he's going to come with a really long revolver.
Yeah, which is kind of interesting.
6 feet.
I mean, just kind of as a side note, because apparently in the series, when Joker becomes sane, he goes back to using his real name, and in this, his name is Jack Napier. And if you recall from the original Tim Burton film with Jack Nicholson and Michael Keaton, his character was Jack Napier.
Huh.
And also in the movie, Joker uses
a
gun with a really long barrel, so it's interesting that they kind of did that little throwback to the.
That's cool.
To the,
it's always awesome when there's
movie.
Easter eggs and nods in there. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get these guys out of their packaging so we can give you a closer look. We'll be right back. All right, and we're back, and they're out of their box. Who do we want to show off first?
Oh, Joker? Sure, why not?
All right.
He's got his head in his hand.
I did that. He's hold on, I'm losing my head. Okay, so here's the other facial sculpt close up. Very cool. He has a green eye and a brown eye. And he's got the eyebrows going on. I think that's why I liked when Jack Nicholson was, because he has his eyebrows literally do that on their own.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, that's the thing. You can't out crazy Jack Nicholson.
You can't. That's okay. You can take that out and I'll show it.
Okay.
But anyway, he can hold it. He was holding his rifle. I mean, his elongated, what do you call this? Shotgun? No, this is a pistol type thing. For a sheriff.
Sheriff?
A sheriff. And it's nice and long. Look at that. Woo! Very cool. And then
There he is. Ta-da.
So let's take a look at his facial sculpt. Very, very cool. Loving his hair. It's got just that look with the what do you call it? Black wash stuff on it.
Yeah.
And just enough glow to it. It's almost like, you know, those 3D putt things in the dark. It's almost glowing on its own. It's such a unique colored green, almost like AstroTurf green. Very cool. And so he's got the details with the, looks like the zipper down there.
He's got like body
zipper,
armor.
I was gonna say zipper on. Okay, so it goes all the way up here like a wetsuit, and then his vest has a zipper that goes all the way down, and then he has some cool stripes on the side. This is giving me like a Tron vibe. And then he's got like, what is that part? He's got a tube going through, back through there.
It's probably like a.
Oh, it's a wire for his
like
walkie-talkie.
Yeah.
Yeah, very cool. Or radio. I don't know what they're calling it. What are these kids calling it these days?
Yeah.
And he's got lots of pouches to put all of his, like an advent calendar on his.
Yeah.
All right, so he's got really cool. Looks like I can't tell. I'm trying to figure out. He's got this little cuff here, which is really cool. He's got these hanging down. Trying to figure out if that's part of. If he just has. He probably has like elbow pads over his shirt.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was trying to figure out too because it's like it looks like.
Yeah.
The shirt's rolled up here.
He's got some really cool.
That's cool.
Stripes on the back of his gloves and some really cool detailing.
It's definitely a different
shoes.
look for him. So.
Definitely different. If you covered up his face, you would not say, "Oh yeah, that's Joker," until you see it all together. And we'll go ahead and change out his face, but I'm going to let you show off the moving parts.
Okay. So let's see. So you have like these. Pretty much, if you're familiar with McFarlane, you'll get these all. But you have the toe, of course, the ankle, and it will bend as well as swivel. You have the double knee, so you can get a good bend there.
Whoa.
You can kick his own rear end. You have the like the hips.
Splits.
So it can go up
and he can sit down pretty well too. Yep.
Up and out. The waist pivot. I think with this this gear on,
he does have an ab.
I can't tell if
like
it does or
have
not.
an ab crunch.
It feels like it does, but this like rubber piece kind of limits it. Of course, he has the double shoulder. It's kind of hard to tell because it's black. But yeah, he has a double shoulder that all the McFarlanes have. The bicep, the
Double
elbow, and then the wrist that, of course, it twists and will pivot.
Very cool.
And, of course, the head.
And both of his hands are so, whereas he could hold something.
Yeah.
So, yeah. One of them index finger out. And
He's
one of them
ambidextrous.
One of his index finger is in, but they are both kind of gripping hands. Very cool.
So, and it does come with a stand, so you can...
And I'll go ahead, you can go ahead and show off Batman a little bit, and I'm going to change out his...
So, yeah, he has got a different look to him. I do like it, but it's kind of interesting because it's almost like a throwback. It almost makes me think of like something similar to the Gotham by Gaslight with the collar and everything.
Hello. There's his face. He's just popping on in. All right.
There's Pink Joker. But same thing on this one. Has the same deal. The toe articulation, the ankle, double knee. Same at the waist or the hips. Yeah, the waist pivot and the
very good. Yeah, that's
ab.
good.
You have the double shoulder, the elbow, and the wrist, and of course the head.
Awesome. And the
he
upper,
will.
is this
He will
swivel
kind of
too?
look down.
Is that swivel right there?
The bicep?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But yeah, it's definitely an interesting look. He does have like a little hook here, so you can kind of hook this on his belt if you want to. And then it comes also with the one you can kind of use to kind of wrap it around his
arm, that's cool. And then see, there's the grapple that he's shooting up to grab on, which is really cool. Let's take a look at his facial sculpt. Boy, that man means business. He's Mr. McFrowny Pants.
Yes. And these do, if you look at the comic book that these come from, they do look very spot on from
to the comic
what
book
it is.
characters.
Yeah, and I do like the way the cape lays. This.
Yeah, that's very
And it's
cool.
interesting the way it's not all one length.
Right, it's got those extra...
Kind of.
It's got the jig-jags down here, but it's got these extra pieces right here. And like we said, it comes up into a collar, which is cool.
So yeah, these are
Alright.
both
Oh,
awesome
and we'll show
new
off their
figures.
cards right fast. There you go. So it comes with this card, Batman White Knight, and some info about it on the back, data file. And then Joker as well. And then his data file on the back. We want to say another great big thank you to
McFarlane Toys.
for sending these to us for free to share with you today. It certainly has been fun. Batman and Joker, you can never get enough of those two.
Yeah.
Nemesis. But when they switch roles, it definitely creates something interesting.
Oh yeah.
So if you haven't checked out that series, you might want to check that out. That might be
Definitely.
interesting to you. Alright, so thank you so much for watching. Come back and see us. Subscribe, like, and we will see you next time.